Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, I'm Rizka Fauzia with student ID 2521101.
I'm Maimuna Lufiana with student ID 2521104.
So today we will show a conversation about difficulties in learning English. So check it out. Hey, by the way, when did you start learning English?
I started learning English back in elementary school.
Oh, same, but really got into it during high school.
Yeah, high school was when I learned a lot.
So, do you actually enjoy learning English?
I do like it, but there are times when I find it challenging.
Totally get it. What part do you find the most challenging?
Pronunciation can be tricky for me. How about you?
Oh, pronunciation is a struggle. Any tips on that?
Watching English movies and mimicking the actor can help. Have you tried that?
Yeah, but my tongue rebels sometimes. Does practicing in front of a mirror work?
It can help. Seeing how your mouth moves give a visual feedback. By the way, native speakers talk so fast, right?
Right, tell me about it. Any tricks for keeping up with them?
Slowing down audio and gradually increasing speed help me. But then there's slang and idioms. If I get confused by those.
All the time. It's like a secret code. Any favorite resource for understanding slang?
I use TikTok apps. They are like conversation with formal and informal in English. Switching gears. What about writing? Constructing sentence feel like rocket science.
Right? Putting words on paper is a mission. How do you approach writing?
I break it down, start with simple sentence, then build up. Reading a lot helps too. And what about phrasal verb? There are many Achilles heel.
Oh, phrasal verbs. I try to memorize them. Uh, but using them is another story. How do you master them?
I use flashcards work for me. Write the verb on the side and the meaning on other side. And speaking of challenges, tense. Do they give you a headache too?
Absolutely. Choosing the right tense feels high stakes. How do you navigate the tense minefield?
I focus on the context of the sentence and then understanding the situation helps with choosing the right tense. But listening to you, do you enjoy learning English despite these challenges?
Definitely. It's like a puzzle. Frustrating at times, but putting the pieces together is so satisfying. How about you?
Same. The journey might be tough, but the progress is worth it. Ever tried online language exchange platform?
Yeah, I've dabbled in that. It's nerve-wracking, but it helps with real-world conversation. What's your experience?
A nerve working is a word. It's great for applying what we learn. And what do you think about immersing ourselves in English media more, like podcasts, books, or news?
Absolutely. It's like surrounding ourselves with the language. Podcasts are my favorite. Uh, and do you have any recommendation?
The English we speak in BBC is fantastic. Short and sweet lesson on every English, and then ever thought about taking English language immersion program?
It's crossed my mind. We can fully immersed in English sounds like a dream. What about you?
I'm seriously considering it. It could be a game changer. Um,
Um, Absolutely. So, speaking of strategies, have you ever tried language meetups or clubs in your area?
oh, a good point. I've heard about them, but haven't given it a shot. How about you?
I went to one last month. It was nerve-wracking at first, but everyone was so supportive. It's a good way to practice speaking.
Oh, that sounds cool. I might give it a try. I shifting gears a bit. What about accent? British, American, Australian. Do you find them challenging?
Accent can throw me off, especially when they speak fast. I start watching regional movies and TV shows to get used to them. How about you?
Same. Also, I found that turning into a different English podcast help. Variety is a key. And on a different note, how do you handle the pressure when you're in conversation and can't find the right word?
Oh, that's the worst. Sometimes I just pause, take a breath, and try to reverse. Uh, but it's but it's talk. So, any tips from your end?
I do the same, and I've noticed people appreciate it when you're trying, and then there's the fear of making mistakes. Do you ever feel that hold you back?
Definitely. It's like a mental block sometimes, but I read somewhere that making mistakes is part of the learning process. Easier said than done. Through. How do you deal with it?
I remind myself that it's okay to stumble. In fact, that's how we learn. And and if I'm unsure, I just ask for clarification. By the way, if I try learning through music,
Oh, music. I love it. But sometimes the lyrics are like a riddle. Um, so, do you have a favorite song or genre for language learning?
I am into pop songs with clear lyrics and Ed Sheeran songs, for example, they're like mini language lessons. And now, about the ever elusive fluency, do you think it's achievable?
It feels like a distant goal sometimes. But then I meet people who are fluent and it gives me hope. What's your take on raising fluency?
I believe it's a journey, not a destination. Consistent effort and exposure are key. And on that note, do you have a daily routine for practicing English?
I try to read for at least 30 minutes and watch an English show before bed. How about you? Any specific routine?
I think it's somewhat similar.
Oh, so that's cool.